Alright, welcome back every to episode of City Skylines. So I went over here and I just fixed up this. Actually, I think it turned out pretty good. So I just squared this off and I actually put a couple buildings around the side. And actually, when you get down here and when you look at it from above, it actually looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to probably do some decorating in here. I was thinking of maybe taking out these street lamps because I think that's just a little too much, especially with each of these buildings. I was even thinking about doing it along this road here too, but I'll mess with that off camera. I also did some commercial over here, as well as a few other things. I don't think I mentioned it, but I think in this district, I turned on... Yes, I turned on this here, so that should give us a little bit of more business in town as well. The area I was looking... This actually turned out pretty well with the buildings in here. I really do actually like this. I did do a little touch-up with some of the stuff, if I can ever get down to ground level. This, I don't know why, but I'm having so much trouble getting down to ground level when there's buildings around. But yeah, so that was weird. There's that there. I guess I like broke my neck or something. Yeah, so I did a little bit of detailing, so I did some, well, no, not here. I'm already getting lost in my own downtown. I built this place and I'm already lost, but okay. But yeah, I did a bunch of trees. Are these the one-way roads? No, these are not. These are not. I don't know. I'm lost right now. I see the buildings, but where are the ones I'm looking for? Yeah, just about like, typically when you go to downtown, if you don't go there very much, you're just lost all the time. Hey, there's the U.S. Bank building. I think it's actually this. Is it this one here? I'm kind of not sure, actually. No. Okay. Well, I think, no, nope, nope, alright. Where was it? There's that. Oh, it's these two right here. There we go. Is it? No, this is a Coca-Cola building. Where? It's these two right here. Jeez. So I put a plaza out here. It doesn't fit quite right, so I'm going to have to go back and kind of see if I can fit that in. This isn't zone. Okay. Well, I put some trees in there. I don't know if they'll come back after they get deleted, but yeah, I put some trees. I don't know how I feel about these. I also did, wow, I really cannot, just played this game last night. Now I can't remember where I put stuff. Oh well, so yeah, but I think it looks pretty good. Even when you come in from like down here, was it over here? There was an area, maybe it was a main road over here by the river. A little too far out. Yeah, you can still see some of the buildings and some of the skyline and stuff. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. It's definitely a developing skyline, so we're not going to get too ahead of ourselves, but we're going to start with that, and that'll do pretty good. Where was I thinking of starting? I'm thinking maybe starting this area over here, but we really do need to work on probably getting this freeway going too. Our education's doing better. I have not checked the university. University's doing okay. High school's doing better. Elementary school's doing pretty good too, so that's good to see. We have a lot of... This was all red over here, so these guys are definitely getting educated now, which is good. What about high school? Still some spots of red, especially since there's nothing over here. But they should all be able to go to this school. That should have a pretty good radius, I would think, unless it's full, which is very possible. So, I think what we're going to work on is maybe this riverside area with some of our taller buildings. It's kind of going to be a little out of place to the city for the moment. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but after we need to get an airport going. That's one thing I was thinking. Is actually I'm thinking of making this area kind of of hotels along the freeway and whatnot, and then kind of leave this open along the tracks. I'll have a road that'll come down and kind of run along the tracks. We'll have like a bike and walk trail along here, and I think that's about it. So this kind of open area will turn out to be for shops and hotels and other, touristy stuff over here. But for the most part, the only other crossing I think we'll have will be here. And it may be a road or it may just be a pedestrian bridge too. I haven't fully decided, but whatever the case is, especially with the road, it's just going to end at the road that's going over here. Because I do not want them using that as through traffic, because that's getting a little too close to the freeway there. Alright, let's work on this area a little bit. I'm not even sure where to begin with this area, but actually I do. I know where to begin with this one, but I haven't fully decided what we're going to do with this area, so I doubt we're going to build any avenues. Now, what I was thinking is that we're going to do 2 sharp roads like that. And they're actually going to be one-wayed. That one there could actually be... that one there could actually be a one way of these guys, because it really doesn't need to be that much. And then we can come back and fix that up. I almost want to make that one even. Let's just go all out on that one. Just also prevent parking, but allow, well, but that's because some of them are going that way too. Okay. Just looks like a lot of left turns, but it's because it's treating going straight as left turn, even though that kind of matches. I'm not sure exactly why it's doing that, but oh well. Give us some extra capacity. So I'm thinking that along this road here, we'll do some high density commercial. And then as we get to the river, we will then transition into high density residential. So we're finally going to get some residential over here, which is, I think, going to look pretty good. I think that's the problem I see here is I think that's going to become the main connector unless we put one here. Do we want to curve this? I think it'll look pretty good if we just curve it. Kind of follow that curve a little bit. Not perfectly, but just a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We could then curve it into there, which may not be a bad thing, because my fearful thing, oh yeah, we need to get graveyards over here, but yeah, my fearful thing is just too much traffic on one road, so might try to prevent that. So actually that doesn't look half bad. So I'm thinking that we'll end up putting a couple streets in between in the end anyways. That was too far. That first one was too close. Still feels a little too close, but I guess it'll be kind of back to back, so it's not a huge deal. So those guys will literally be right on the river. Is that what we want? I think it is. And that's going to be a fairly steep... Well, it's pretty good. It's not too steep. Just looks a little bit steeper because of where it's at. So that's actually pretty good. And I'm thinking that this one... I was really thinking of putting a trail down here, but I don't think I'm going to. I was also actually, before I was going to do this, I was thinking of maybe putting a dune or something over here just to kind of prevent flooding, but it's high enough off the ground. It should be alright, and as of right now, we don't have to deal with disasters, so I'm not going to be too worried about it and too picky about it. So I think let's just start with that side there. And then I think that will come down and end up coming around. Yeah, let's just start with this over here for now. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves and cause huge traffic problems and whatnot, if we can help it. So we will do that. We need to figure out where to put a cemetery over here too. Because really, we've only got that one, and I'm surprised that one area. Well, actually, no, we got those two, okay. But I'm surprised that that's actually lasted as long as it has. But that will be changed, so that'll all turn into high density. Do we want that to? We could smooth that off and then make that work better. Let's see what that'll do. If we do what is it? This one, right? Okay. Let's go to this here. Yeah, just kind of smooth this little hill off here. Okay. If it'll let us. I think it looks better anyways. Oh yeah, and it's gonna auto save on us. We're gonna get stuck over here. Yeah, that looks really good. That was weird. I could not get out of that mode. Maybe it was auto saving. So let's actually get rid of that guy, because what I would like to do is actually make this high density commercial. Actually, let's do this. So let's do high density commercial up to there. And then let's actually do just a little bit of offices as we get to the on-ramp here. That'll actually, I think, look pretty good. That's going to be a fairly small building. That's going to be a really small building, but that's okay. Should that be commercial as well? Nah, it'll be fine. I was thinking maybe for the noise of the freeway, but I'm going to leave it. These guys are literally going to be on the river, but you know what? I think it may look good. If it doesn't look good, then we can always remove them, but I'm going to say it's going to look good for right now, and I'm not going to mess with it too much. Alright. So if we do that, and then we'll do this squares, we'll do the squares in here, this squares. Oh man. Oh, okay. The tree. I was like, why is that one darker? I was going in my head. I'm like, no, that's high density. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's just still an illusion of the tree making everything look darker. All right, so we'll do those and those. So yeah, I think this will turn out pretty good. We'll have an. I think we might even make this a little bit of an elite area, just because that's kind of what it feels like it would be with it being right up the river. All right, so we'll do that. Maybe we should just do. Let's just do one right here because I think that'll look good. And I think we'll leave this side for a park. So we'll do a nice park over here on this side. Simple park, nothing too grand. It'll be just like, some parking, some, playgrounds, maybe even a public pool over there. I'm not sure. That might actually be a cool idea. All right. Water. Water is definitely probably what we need over here, and I was right. So we may only need like one more pipe, right? Yeah, that's all we need. Awesome. Do something like that, and then something like that. So that should cover everything. Everything else should be pretty well covered, yep. So I don't know how quickly those guys are going to come in. I almost wonder if this one should curve up. Oh. Because actually, I'm looking at that. I don't really like that. I think this one should curve up and connect in, and that one should just end into it. I think that'll actually look better. We just did all that zoning and whatnot, and now we're going to go break it, but, we all know that that's something I do. And then, can we just bring that one kind of straight on? I think we can. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Broke some of the zones in terms of, like, the sizing and whatnot, but, that just didn't look right. It just didn't look right at all. No, let's not do that, but let's do that. Let's go and make, I guess let's go make these both commercial. And then this one, and it's auto-saving again. I feel like I need to fix that. I think I've said that for quite a few episodes now, and I just always forget about it. So those guys will unfortunately be right next to the on-ramp, but oh well. To live in the heart of downtown, what do you expect? Alright. And then eventually, we can get tram lines and bus lines and everything going out over here, which, if traffic starts becoming a nuisance, then we can, do that. But we've already got a commercial building coming in. That's pretty cool. Are these guys part of the district? No, they're not. Let's actually put them part of the district. So maybe they will have a little bit better perks and want to move in. Okay, looking at this area, where could we do... Man, frame rate is not happy right now. Where could we do another cemetery? I would really prefer it to be on this side of town if we could as well. So I'm thinking that this will actually curve up and connect into here. So I'm thinking maybe a cemetery up over here where that curves. Let's see what that'll be like. Let's see if we can even get this to look right, because I wasn't really thinking of doing this quite yet, but yeah, see right now that that's going to be a pretty broad curve. That actually probably doesn't look too bad. It doesn't really connect like right where I was thinking, but oh well. Let's change that to just that. Actually, it works out pretty well. I like it. I was actually quite surprised. Like, I know it kicks over just a little bit too far, but actually that looks pretty good. Alright, we'll do that. We haven't really solved where we're going to put the cemetery yet, because I'm thinking maybe over here. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here, because this is all residential just right here. I'm thinking of putting the stadium down here. I don't really want it to be like right on the river, but we could. I mean, there's nothing against that. It's outside the city, and then no big deal. Just come off of here, and then do some squares. Maybe we could do something like that. Let's, I don't really want to box ourselves into something as well. That's kind of what I'm trying to prevent. But I'd like this to be kind of, on the bigger side. Let's see here. So if we do should we do those fancy ones? I think that's those things are huge. Okay. We could do those on that side, and we could do some of the regulars just to kind of mix it up. Oh, those don't even fit either. Alright. So we'd have to come down at least like 2 to make those big ones work. We can only fit 1 plot in, right? If we go back to the right area. Thanks, brain, for working finally. There we go. So we could... I think that's on by default now. I don't think I turned that on. Yeah, we can only fit 1 on each area over here, but it wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, it's not gonna look the best, but it's not gonna look the worst either. So you know what? I'm just gonna say deal with it. We're gonna deal with it, and we'll make it work. But City Skylines will not let it work. Okay, so that was how far? How many squares? So that's like a square. So that's at the mark 1, 2. Oops, mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So mark and then 4. Okay, fairly simple to remember. We'll see if I can actually do it though. So we come to mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That's off, of course. So we're actually not going to be able to fit quite as many as I was expecting in here, but that's okay. So mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man. Mark 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. And I don't know why I refuse to drag this over far enough. We can at least start with this for now, and that'll get us... Come on, thank you. Oh, that one's actually 1 too far. Wow. GG me. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then that'll connect. That'll delete. There we go. So now we just need to make sure that they have water, which they do not, but we can make that work pretty easily. Let's just drag along here, might as well. They're going to have power, which is good. And then I think we'll build plots to the other side as well, but let's at least get this going for now. Probably should put some parking lots, maybe a couple parking lots around here. I wonder if there's any dirt parking lots. I've actually never really looked for those. I don't know if I have any installed. Okay, so those have 20, okay. So I should help that area out a little bit. I bet these guys used to be kind of like lower class. Yeah, they're definitely coming up now. They're even with that cemetery. And our frame rate, I'm gonna have to go into settings. As this city grows, my frame rate slowly tanks more and more and more. Because it's one thing for this game to, for you to be playing it, but then you're recording on top of it. If I could get my recording off of this same computer, then I'd probably be doing pretty good. But that's not gonna happen for a while. All right, let's just do this real quick. Let's do that. And that, and that, and then that. I think that one's gonna be an only, and then that one's gonna be. Whoops, no, let's not do that. Let's do that. Okay. So is anybody building? Yeah, there's some people building out here. Nice. What? Number 1. We're already moving on to number 2, which is nice. Yeah, we don't have a huge housing demand, so I don't expect like this area just to blow up overnight, but. You never know. Okay, so we have police and fire station on this road. Maybe we should move them. What is going on here? Alright, I guess I messed something up. Let's change that. Back to that. Thank you. Okay, so if we're going to move the police and fire station, I guess we can move them across the street. Really don't want to take out any buildings if I can help it, but you know what? It's going to happen. And I'm gonna leave this. Well, I'll let it zone it. We'll see what comes in. All right, let's work on this park a little bit. Let's actually get a park going in the city. Like I don't think we've actually built a proper park in the city, so that's always great. Do we want to do fancier? Well, I think we'll do this. So if we do, I think we'll come straight down from here, and. Maybe come over to here. So if we kind of do something like that. Oh, that was too much. just a little too much. So if we then do something just like that, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look half bad. And then I'm thinking that we'll definitely need to change that. So we'll put a couple, maybe put a public pool. No, I don't think this really fits as a public pool kind of area. Because these are going to have large buildings, and a lot of them might have pools, so I'm not going to do that. But I will put a playground. And I'm trying to think, maybe a dog park? Actually, a dog park does fit this area pretty well, too. So let's do... Can we fit a large playground? Unfortunately, that curve kind of screws the whole thing up. We could do it kind of like at the angle here. Or we could do it here. But it's going to have those two things off the side. That's going to be annoying. We could do it here. We would just to do something like that. But I don't know how that would look. Actually, that doesn't look bad. I think I like it, actually. And we could always fill this area in with dirt. But actually, that looks good. I like that. Yeah. And I like how the... I actually kind of like how this one is. I haven't really paid attention to the other one. So we'll see. If we go into pathing and dirt paths, and we grab... Oh, this would be so much easier to do in the daytime. You know what? It's right there. Okay. Oh, lights. Perfect. Thank you. It was like perfect timing. Just kind of put it into that same spot over there. That kind of works. That one... We can maybe branch this one off of a little bit of a trail that we have going through here. That then comes into here. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Totally planned. Okay, so now let's see if we can find the dog park, which should be right here. Yep. I feel like that fits kind of right here. Is there anything else that we should put over here? We could put a soccer field, but I'm thinking of just putting a trail, a dirt trail, down over here and then covering it up with some trees. And I think that'll actually work out pretty good if we go into the right. Yeah, that's the right area. Okay. So the dog park is right there. So let's come off of... Is that still the dog park? Oh, it is. You can turn on your lights if you feel like it, so I can more easily see where everything is at. That'd be great. Does it even have a light? I guess maybe it does not. Okay, so it comes to there, so maybe come off of this side then. Let's see, if we come off of here, just do that. Do something a little extreme, but it's no big deal. So we can do something like that, and we're good. I almost want to put some lights on those. I might come back and put a couple lights on those, especially those going to be hidden behind trees and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely want to do that, but not right now. So let's do what is it? Vehicle restrictions. So we'll disable all, and then we'll allow SOS and trash. I know this mod is supposed to only work with Traffic++, but whatever. It's no big deal. This works good enough for me. As long as I keep the cars off of it, it's all good. And this 99% of the time, well, 90% of the time keeps the cars off of it. So I'll come back and fill that in with trees. But I think that just brought more value to the area as well. Also just a little plaza right there too, so that's kind of cool. These guys aren't happy, but oh well. Alright, so we have fire stations, we're good there. Maybe we need another one over on this area of town. Maybe right up here? Yeah, let's put one right up there. Because our fire risk is actually up a little bit. Probably need like one of these bigger buildings, but we'll do that in a minute. Crime and stuff. Well, you guys just aren't happy, are you? But deal with it. And let's take a look at our health circumstances here. No one on this side of town has access to a clinic. Should we put one like right there? Yeah, let's put one right there. So we'll probably build another hospital out on this side of town because the nearest one that we have is this one here. We don't have any major hospital out on this side of town, which is okay. But we'll put it out on this side of town. And I think we'll do a mixture of some offices and commercial and kind of bleed it together over here, as it kind of just turns into full on just low density residential later on, which I think will look pretty good. I'm hoping that these buildings won't look too out of place right now, but I think it's working. I think it's good. Traffic's doing pretty good actually, but it's not even close to rush hour. Wow, that is getting orange. Whoa, look at that line of cars. Wow. Yeah, this area, I mean, as we, bring more workers and more people into downtown, it's definitely going to be a battle, that's for sure, because one of our biggest problems I see with downtown right now is that a lot of the workforce is going to be in this office area that we built, and even a lot of the residentials, we're building a lot of high density residential, so this is going to be kind of like the core of downtown, and we don't really have any major freeways really going into downtown. Like, we have this one, but it really doesn't go through downtown. It kind of goes through the edge of downtown and then the housing over here, and then we don't have any any freeways going this way. Luckily we have this diagonal road, which was a very smart idea by me, because this is actually taking a lot of stress off of these roads, and there's no interchanges, which there could be, but there's none connecting into these, so these are just purely for getting from this side to downtown, but that's only going to last us for so long before it becomes an issue. How's our cemeteries doing? Where exactly are they? I know where the one is. The other one is off of this road, duh. We could probably put down a couple more crematoriums as well. These guys are all doing pretty good. It's just we have a lot of people moving in here now. We're actually about to cross the 70,000 people mark, so that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, this is all looking good. I like this road. Wow, that did build up pretty quick. Like, I was actually not expecting it to build up this quick, but there was actually quite a bit around this area as well. And I think that actually, I wonder if that actually does, like, it has to affect the river, right? That's something I didn't think about. Because it pushed the land out. I don't know if it actually pushed the river out anymore, though. But I'm hoping that it doesn't affect much in the way of that. I was thinking, well, maybe we can get a road going under. No. It's just going to be in water if we do that. For these guys, it kind of sucks. I bet the noise pollution is pretty heavy for them. Let me see here. Oops, that was not the right one. Yeah, I need to fix that. Somehow I ended up... Okay. What? Oh, it's up here. I don't know why I keep clicking on that one. Oh, wow. Noise pollution. Wow, yeah, that road is pretty heavily noise pollution, but I actually didn't think the game worked like this. It looks like when you sink it down, it actually kind of keeps it contained. That's actually cool. If that's actually how it is, or if there's just not enough traffic on that section yet to register a lot of noise. But actually, I didn't think the game worked like that, where if you dug these freeways down, it actually did provide excuse me, did actually provide a level of noise reduction. That's actually really nice. Wow, okay. As you can see, our frame rate is just tanking right now, so we're gonna definitely, especially as we get more people in here, because like I've said before, this game only can render 60,000, I believe, people at one time, so that when you hit that 60,000, that's when you're always going to notice a performance drop. And especially when you build like I do, it doesn't help either. When you have about 1 billion mods installed, that doesn't help either, but my PC can handle it for the most part. Hey, they just upgraded. So they're on to level 2. Perfect. Nice. Alright, I'm really liking how this area is turning out. How are you guys getting along with education? Not very well. Doing alright, I guess, but could be better. Could be better. Let's put some... Wow, there's actually people driving on these roads, and I don't know exactly why. There's so much, but oh well. Where's the convention center's right over here. What I was thinking is this will be a park. So what if we did a little bit of high density commercial right over here, kind of next to the convention center? Did we zone this area out? No. What should we put over here? I am thinking that we will do some low density over here, and that's when we can go up to 4. So we're gonna do that, and then that'll be low density block of 4, and then let's actually do a high density block of 4 right there. I think that'll work pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking how this is turning out. So I'll go back and put some trees over there. This area actually turned out really nice. What does it look like as you're coming over the river here? Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, I fell off the bridge. I thought I had one more bridge than that, but I guess I ended up landing on this one. And I can't get back on. But that looks pretty good. It's a pretty good little skyline we have going on there. And we have these guys that are actually tiered off with hills and stuff, so that's pretty cool. I'm liking this. I really am. And you have the nice little tall buildings back over there. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, but it's there. This off-ramp is starting to get a little overrun. I will probably go off camera and actually start timing some of these lights, because this one, they're actually doing all right for now, but later on, especially later on, we're going to start running into big problems. This bridge is actually getting a little overrun too, so we may have to look into that. A lot of them are using that one, so maybe we should turn that into a one-way. I'm thinking actually, yeah, we can turn that into a one-way street. We can turn both of those into a one-way street and then have them merged there. Actually, that's not a bad idea, so I think that's what we'll do. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out all the other videos I do on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching.